Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or as I like to call it, our little corner of the internet, which I love so very much. I'm really excited about these clips today. I think we have some good ones for you. So without further ado, just want to remind you to do your own research, of course. Don't believe anything that you see, and let's just get to it. Now.
So the conspiracy theory is that Disney created the movie Frozen as a distraction from the rumor that Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen. So now if you Google Disney Frozen, the movie pops up, not things about Walt Disney being cryogenically frozen.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So I'm like, that's amazing. And I honestly think it's true.
I mean, think about Frozen. Has anyone wanted to hear that story? Okay.
No one was
They're
asking for
Frozen,
that.
Okay.
They pushed Frozen harder than any other Disney movie.
Won Oscars.
And there was a dark truth behind it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're learning today.
First of all, I just want to say I have never seen Frozen. Not ever, not anything about it. I really don't even know. The only thing I know is that one line from Let It Go because it was on the radio all the time. That's it. That's all I know. So the other thing I want to say is I thought it was common knowledge that Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen. I think it's even in his biography. I mean, it's true. I don't understand the conspiracy behind him and the Frozen thing because I don't know why they're trying to hide that if it's already out there. But people obviously don't know that that's true. So I don't know. Something's going on. Maybe we have a little Mandela effect happening right before our very eyes because as I recall, that is just true. I don't know. What do you think? This is a cartoon supposedly from the 70s, but regardless of when it's from, you'll see its relevance. I'm going to get out of the way and let it do. See what I mean? 70s or not. I mean, it would be cooler if it was from the 70s because then it's like, oh my gosh, it predicted the future or it knew, somebody knew. But even if it was now, it's still relevant, right? Oh, here's another one I'm going to get out of the way for.
I woke up in this room. So I woke up in the middle of this room.
I guess I should preface this. This is this man's near-death experience, what he saw. And I always think it's interesting to hear these accounts. There's variations, but there are so many similarities. It's very intriguing.
And I was in the middle floating inside the room. And the outside went this way and the inside went the other way while I floated. And these were the three screens that showed me everything I ever did, thought, or said. And they played it at the same time. So I was inside that round circle and I was floating in the air. And the three movie screens showed me everything I ever said, thought, or did. And it asked me three questions too. It asked me, what have I done to help myself? What have I done to help others? And have you always believed in me? That was God speaking. And he knew the answer was yes, I did. And he asked me about these things that had happened, but didn't condemn or say that I was bad. He just asked me and we talked about it. And then once I said, yes, I believe in you, the scene changed. And I was on a beach. And I looked out into the sky and I could see a sun coming up. Let's see. Yeah. 3 suns came up. So I saw the the sun in the sky. And as it came across the sky to me, I rose up in the air with it until I was face to face with it, maybe about half the length of a soccer field. And it was in the air and I was in the air. And my hands were out like this. My hands were stretched out like this, almost like on a cross. And this round sun sphere came to me, and I was looking at it. And the rays from the sun sphere healed me in my health and in my mainly health and sickness, and it made me stronger. The orange rays made me stronger for the sun. And then, without seeing it change, the red sun sphere the orange sun sphere became red. So the colors changed, yeah. And the red was, and this sun sphere was what I saw as God. And the red color was God's love for giving me.
Very interesting. Are you guys interested in these kinds of stories too? Also, was that a book that he held up that was his own book, or I didn't really get to see what the title was or anything. I don't know if that was relevant. Very interesting. That's all. I just thought that I love that stuff. Hey guys, just a quick reminder that I make these videos every single day of the week. So if you're enjoying watching them as much as I love creating them, go on ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can join this amazing community that we're building here. I just want to say thank you to everyone who comments, everyone who's subscribed, everyone who's new, and everyone who is part of that first 100. I just want to thank you. You guys are incredible, and I am such a lucky girl. I really am. I love it here. I love what we're doing. I just want to say one reminder that there will be no video tomorrow, only tomorrow, because we're spending the day with Grandma, and we just want to be undivided with her in our attention. So without further ado, let's get back to it. But I also want to remind you, we'll be right back to it Saturday. So just tomorrow, only day, and let's go. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Have you guys heard of the intelligent clouds? Thought it was an interesting term. Let's see. Check this out. I'll get closer.
That shit is crazy. It's a fucking cloud with lights in it. Moving weird. I've never seen no shit like that. The cloud got sparkly lights in it. I've never seen no shit like that. Moving weird. I know you see them sparkling lights in it. Never seen no shit like this in my life.
I mean, if this is real, I don't really think that was a cloud unless it was sped up, or I don't know. Even so, there were definitely some sort of lights inside, and the way it moved was almost like a ship that looked like I hate to say ship, but it looked like some sort of object that appeared to be a cloud. I don't know. Very sketchy. That was taken in southern Philadelphia. I believe I took note. Yeah, they're calling it an intelligently moving cloud filmed in southern Philadelphia. So a lot of weird cloud things. People are reporting a lot of strange cloud behavior of just like the entire sky being clear, but then one cloud being a constant near their homes. Very odd cloud things. It's not just the stuff we're used to hearing about. Oh. All right. So I've gotten a lot of requests for some Tartaria stuff. I have not delved into this. I really don't know that much about it. I am very interested to learn more because you guys are showing quite a bit of interest. Let me know if you'd like me to continue down this kind of road and add more things like this, or if not really, I can still throw it in sometimes because I know there are people who like it, but just gauging where you guys are at. But here we go.
Your ass. We've got your ass now. The Great Wall of China. You mean the Great Wall of Tartaria. Let's take a look at a few old maps. You can see Grand Tartary in the green and China in the red. Let's take a closer look. As you can see, the wall is circled around China. And again, another Tartaria map. You can see the wall is circled around China. And if you notice, the steep side of the wall is facing China, making it hard for any invaders to climb up. And if you look closely, you will see that the lookout posts are facing China, making it easy to pick off your enemies with crossbows, one by one. So no, China didn't build that wall, the Tartarians did. Oh my days.
Very interesting. It's like, I'm just kind of surprised that it took this long for anything like this to catch on. You know, the lookout windows facing a different direction, that doesn't necessarily mean it belongs to China forever. It's just so many bits of information come out, and we're just all kind of putting this puzzle together little by little and learning little by little. And we're all at different levels of knowing. So we have to be patient with people who are just learning, and we have to be patient with people who know more than us. And we have to kind of know that we're all on the same side, just trying to learn. We're a team here. All right.
The organization of human life, its systems of communication and systems of control are extended more and more and more in just the same way, for example, that by assimilating the minerals out of the soil and the rays out of the sunlight, a plant like a fern grows and grows and grows and extends its form. And in this way, its organization prevails. Now then, you see, if you take this task of what we call the conquest of nature, the task of making order victorious over chaos or randomness, if you take this seriously, you will look upon it as warfare. And you will firmly believe that the most urgent thing that there possibly can be is to make order prevail over randomness, to make good prevail over evil, to make life prevail over death. And we find that when we are in a contest of this kind, a serious warfare game of this kind, and we take it seriously, we are involved in it in a very deep and bitter sense. Now, the difference of Buddhism from science as a form of knowledge is that in Buddhism it would be said that this view of things, this view of the task of life as making order triumph over disorder, leaves something out. You remember right at the beginning I made some importance of a Sanskrit word which is fundamental in Buddhism, avidya. Avidya, which meant, means non, vidya, knowing. Non-knowing or ignorance, or better, ignorance. Ignorance, in other words, leaving something out of account. And I want to use a familiar illustration to show in what way we ignore. You see here a figure which is apparently, as you look at it, two faces in profile about to kiss each other. Now, if we draw back a little from those two faces, we can see on the white area in between them the form of a cup. But the interesting thing about this is that as you look at it, you will either be able to see the form of the cup or the form of the two faces in profile, as it were, about to kiss each other. You can alternate them between them very rapidly, but you will not be able to see them both that way at the same time. In other words, either the white must be the background and the black the figure on the ground, or else the black must be the background and the white cup showing up on it. And so in this way, we are unable to see really, we can think it. After a while we can get accustomed to the idea that the figure and the ground, the black and the white, are mutually necessary to each other. In that figure that I showed you, you could say both the cup with the stem and the two faces are there. But our ideas about them, our concepts, are mutually exclusive, and we cannot see them both at the same time.
I don't know. I mean, I understand he said we can flip back and forth between looking at the cup and looking at the faces. And I also understand that's not the main point of this, but I'm hooked. I'm stuck on that part because a part of me felt like I could see them both at the same time. I understand why Alan Watts is saying that that's not true, but did anybody else feel like they could do that? I don't know. Probably not. But what a cool design for an art piece, and what an interesting thing to think about. That clip was long enough, so we're just going to move on. So I'm really excited about this next clip. Really, really excited because this marks the very first time ever someone sent in footage to us. So this is the first time that I checked my email and there was something from one of you guys, and I was so excited. So I want to explain, and I want to thank Donnie, our amazing subscriber, for sending this in and for reaching out when I didn't respond to the email because I don't get emails, so I rarely check it, and reminding me to check it. And there it was. So Donnie took this incredible moon footage without using a telescope at all. He used a great lens with an extender. It doubled the magnification. So it was like ridiculously far. And then he used a star tracker on a tripod to keep it steady. I'm not 100% familiar with star trackers, but I know that he must have used an amazing lens for this footage. And I am just going to get completely out of this because I'm really excited and I want to show you. So bye-bye. All right. This is a super close up of the moon and it's amazing to see. Get that. Oh, sorry, one sec. I'm just going to mute that because it's probably going to do some sort of copyright thing to me. So let's go. So look at this. They always say if you look really close up at the moon, it looks, just like all sorts of neurons, and it really does. It just, look at that. And in his email, Donnie said, if you look close up at some of the intricacies of the parts of this, it'll really start making your mind be like, I want to know more. And you can see things flying across. I don't necessarily think that's something at the moon. I'm not 100% sure about that either, but it could be something much closer to the lens. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Wow. So thank you so much, Donnie, for this. And I can't wait to hear what people think. And I'm sure you guys are on the same page with how amazing this is. What a cool thing. And my gosh, I have a telescope and I have tried to take footage. Nowhere near this beautiful did my stuff turn out. Well done, buddy. You're awesome. Thank you. And here we go. Hold on. And here we go. So, hold on. I messed up my... Oh, no, there might just not be audio here. So that gives me a chance to tell you about it. Okay, so if you didn't know this, I'm sure a lot of people do, but just in case you didn't, turtles undergo a hibernation-like state in the wintertime called brumation. And they basically live off of all their stored fat. They go into a state right before this of they eat a lot and they get really lethargic, and usually they burrow down into the sand. And then they go into their brumation period, which can last 3 to 5 months. And all they do is just stay there like this. Isn't this incredible? The one thing that worries me about this is typically they go much further under and they don't really freeze solid. They kind of burrow under and they're still able to move around because on sunny days, they will even come to the surface now and then. And also, I don't think I would step on the ice near this for fear of what if it does break? You're really going to mess these guys up. But how cool to see. I've never actually seen them down there in the winter. You know they're there, but you don't see them. I just thought that was cool to share.
For athletes or anyone sporting a toothless grin. It's a Canadian invention that not only plugs the gaps, but fills the holes with brand new pearly whites. CTV's Deborah Shirey explains.
Chris Miller getting some time in excellent spot, and Ryan Smith is down and hurt.
It was a jaw-dropping shot as Edmonton Oiler Ryan Smith takes a puck to the face, and yes, those are his teeth. It's too late for Smith's smile, but researchers at the University of Alberta could have a cure for future toothless hockey grins. An ultrasound device that regrows human teeth. Tariq Albiali was researching jaw growth in rabbits.
Accidentally, when I applied the ultrasound, I found the lower incisor grow.
Albiali is the first to try the treatment on humans. After 20 minutes a day, new teeth started to grow in a month.
With this device, we'll get these roots together, held them together.
How about that? Ultrasound teeth. What on earth? And this was quite a while ago. I should have looked up the year. I didn't even think about that. But this was a horrific accident. To be clear, my cheer was for hockey, not for the accident. How cool that we can do this. Vibrations and ultrasounds and frequencies, like all these things are so powerful. We're just touching the surface. Honestly, we are. Oh, you want to be horrified? There you go. Here is the future of prison.
Welcome to Cognify, a facility designed to treat criminals like patients. Instead of spending years in an actual prison cell, prisoners could finish their sentence here in just a few minutes. Cognify could someday create and implant artificial memories directly into the prisoner's brain. These complex, vivid, and lifelike memories are created in real time using AI-generated content. Depending on the seriousness of the subject's crime and their sentence, the memories could be tailored to the rehabilitation needs of each subject. The artificial memories implanted by Cognify would be seamlessly incorporated into the existing neural networks of the brain, preventing cognitive dissonance and ensuring the subject experiences the memories as if they were real. The Cognify concept offers a new approach to criminal rehabilitation, transforming how society deals with offenders by focusing on rehabilitation rather than punishment.
Wow. Okay. Well, the first thing, be honest, how much nope do you feel in your heart right now? Because I feel a heck of a lot. Because, okay, hear me out. In case everybody disagrees with me, hear me out. I feel that sure, is it great that you just kind of get the punishment over and get on with your life and it's not a wasted life? Absolutely, that part, great. But how do you trust these thoughts? They're implanting thoughts to change your mind, to change the way that you think. They're basically putting the prison sentence as if you've already lived it, the rehabilitation as though you've already gone through it, into your brain. And I gotta be honest, all I hear is that they're going to be testing this out on these people for future use. That's all I hear. And I think this is scary, and we should not lean into the good. Sometimes it's very easy with these things to lean into the good part and be like, oh, well, you know, there's bad, but so much good. And I think that's a bad idea here. Wholeheartedly, bad idea. We need to remember that you're basically allowing them to completely infiltrate your mind. It's not your mind anymore. They can do anything. I don't care how many minutes this is. They could put any thoughts, anything. It could be like, think about that Las Vegas sphere. It's showing you whatever images, but if you slow that down, it's got those words. It's got that subliminal messaging. Who knows what's going in between your rehab here? I don't trust it. I don't trust it. No. Nope, with all my heart. Now, we're going to get into the good one. This is just kind of funny. I thought it was funny. I think you will too. And
this guy runs a cleaning service called the Cleaning Fairy. He'll have your home spotless. The other day, 27-year-old Louis Angelino was hired to clean a friend's apartment in South Jersey. He was told he'd find the key under the mat. Then the friend reached out to Louis with a perplexing question.
Are you here? Did you come clean today? And I was like, yeah, I came and cleaned. Like, I'm sitting in your living room right now. Your cat's on my lap. He's like, I don't have a cat.
Yep, Louis had just spent a lot of elbow grease cleaning the wrong apartment. This is the apartment Louis mistakenly cleaned.
The couch is all put together, everything's shining, and there's nothing in the sink.
It was Beth Motzel's husband who shot the video.
So he said, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? He said, somebody broke in and cleaned our apartment.
I am so happy that they were so lighthearted about this, because I mean, what is the procedure here? If they were mad, what happens? If this was an accident, this was a pure accident. I would hate to see that poor guy get in any sort of trouble. I don't think that's what's going to happen here, but wow. Can you imagine? Well, in case you guys are ever going anywhere, make sure it's the right address before you go inside. That's all I have for you today. I just want to say I hope you guys have a beautiful day or night, whichever it is for you today. And I hope the same for you tomorrow. I will definitely miss you guys, but it's Grandmom Day. So I'm really excited to see her and to spend time with her and have some fun. So maybe we'll post some pictures or something. Yeah, I just want to say thank you again. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being so nice and just welcoming, because that's not what I hear of the internet. It's not always the most welcoming place. And I'm just lucky because I don't know, all the things. It's just great. So I'm going to say goodnight right here. Get this uploaded for you guys. Have a beautiful one. Be safe. I will see you Saturday, New York time. Eastern, whatever, standard time. And good night to my grandma. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night to my beautiful family. I love you guys. And hug your pets, hug your loved ones, and remember that you are awesome.